I always liked lovely things. Since I was a child, I didn't even know the word collecting, but I would collect beautiful stones I would find, or even beautiful flowers. I think from the beginning I loved very humble things, and there's the way of life, living with beautiful things, and make of every moment of the day a feast, even if it's very simple. I'm not the real collector who wants to possess. I really, first of all, want to give things a better place. When I see an object, I don't think it's just the beauty, because when it's just only beautiful, I find it a bit superficial. I think the spirit of the object attracts me more. I think art opens your eyes. From the beginning, it definitely has been an evolution. My mother, she was a master of dressing beautiful tables with very simple things. And she preferred my father brought beautiful butterflies from the meadows rather than big, long roses from a flower shop. They wanted a small, cozy house. But this small house, my mother changed every 3 months. And like my mother changed the house, I changed my room all the time. My father was a horse dealer. He loved horses. He could hear a horse. He would know if it was a good horse or not a bad horse. I still ride horses every day, if I can. But I don't have the same feeling for horses as my father had. So I thought I need to study to make money enough to be a good collector. I was 14 and I went to England, and everywhere I was asked, is nothing for sale? Can I go and look at your attic? And I already discovered amazing things, and I came back on the boat with tables on my shoulders and bags with silver and a painting. I always think it's fascinating to buy something forgotten and to give it new life. 21st century for me is a century of recuperation. There's no space anymore, no forests enough to make new, no rocks enough to make new. I think we have to make new with things that exist already. These are beautiful 16th century Spanish panels. We still have to make a table of it. It's not decided yet. It's quite beautiful as it is. So. We don't cut at all. We leave it totally genuine. The old is like sacred, we don't touch. We just add. Okay. With antiques, I love to design. Like panels that are 16th century. And if we turn that one, it needed 300 years to make that panel. It's impossible to imitate. It's unique. For me, they are the most beautiful contemporary 21st century abstract art made by time. The castle existed since 1108, and it had not been on the market since 1729. With my wife May, we came for the light, for the landscape, the nature. It's almost 1,000 years old, so you can never really possess it. And I felt myself like I was called by the castle to work for it. We just took our own earth from here, and we painted with earth mixed with lime the walls. The wood is from here, the walls are from here, and so it's connected. Quietness, respect, positive energy, all these are very important qualities in a home. Simplicity is perhaps the ultimate sophistication, and proportion is very important. I think a house should have different expressions. When architecture is too beautiful and too perfect, you don't want to put anything in it. I think in a home it's nice to have both, to have full rooms and empty rooms. We have clients all over the world. I love that I can be useful helping them to feel the quality of this way of life. It's about balance. I think the house should belong, first of all, to the place where it is. And then I think it should belong to the people who are going to live in it.
Hello, Inu.
People who love glitter and gold won't come here. I'm always fascinated by something very old that looks very contemporary, or very contemporary that looks very old.
Okay, they're nice.
It's looking for the timeless.
Et ça, c'est des petits panneaux qu'on appelle art tempo. C'est de l'art fait par le temps. Hein?
That's more universal.
Voilà, je pense que ça suffit ici. Hein? Inu? Elle est déjà à la maison, je pense.
In 95, with all the workshops and all the people working, the castle became too small. So we were looking for an industrial place. And at once I saw for sale that first building of Canal. And I was so in love with it and bought it immediately. There was the big central building, the round building in concrete, outside in the middle. Where all the grains came in from there, the grains were dispatched over all the other buildings. For the living areas, we worked with 4 different architects. It gives a feeling of a village. And for the museum part, I worked with a friend, a Japanese artist with whom I do many projects. It's all based on sacred geometry. Every door, every room, every volume. And you feel that energy. And I think it gives abstract art a much more spiritual approach. And I think my dream was to make it like the Menil family did the Rothko Chapel. I think I would like to have a chapel with universal peace, and people are silent. What's interesting with this piece by Anish Kapoor, you feel emptiness. It's not only spiritual, it's also physical. I like the combination of the art of living and also the sacred part of looking at art. It only has value if you can share it, and it can inspire other people. We're now making a book about our collection. But for me, the essence of thing, I feel that the art is my teacher.
I think the idea of the art that teaches, that have
my mentors.
in your life, that's what this book is about.
Exactly. It's not about owning.
You know, I realize it's not. It's a lot about giving things a better place.
But that you cannot say from your own collection, because like my place is the best.
When somebody asks you at customs, what's your profession? I never know what to write. I think I'm mainly an art dealer, but I think it's a name that just doesn't suit me completely. I like to be creative as well. In my mind, I want to be a very free person, and I want to be ready to change my mind every day, and I want to be open-minded and definitely not dogmatic. Every time on every trip since I was a child, I always was buying with my heart, with my feeling, with my intuition. And even now, if I'm in front of an important work of art, I want to be like a fresh-born baby who knows nothing. Sometimes I take off my glasses and just want to feel the energy. It's much more what you feel than about what you see.